good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lifestyle Live, the life of a legendary singing in the rain star. Debbie Reynolds is being told with song and dance perfection by the Actors Theater of Indiana. So I'm going to chat with Julie Lynn Barber, who plays the iconic star straight ahead. George, I think maybe you're the one wanting to maybe do this interview, because I know you're a fan.
Well, I am a fan indeed. Hey, speaking of big events, the Indiana filmed movie So Cold the River has its Indiana premiere, its Bloomington premiere this Friday, and going along with that is the launch of the new vodka, So Cold the Vodka, by Cardinal Spirits. We're going to sip vodka and talk about the movie straight ahead on Lifestyle Live.
Sounds like a plan there, George. Hey, Grateful Rescue has done it again. The team has rescued 7 Aussie Doodle puppies from a breeding operation. 2 of the dogs are blind and largely deaf. We're talking to Grateful Rescue's Pamela Terhune about what's next.
Oh, heartwarming, heartbreaking, all at the same time, but so glad to hear that it comes with a good ending. We love good endings, don't we?
We love it.
We really do. In the meantime, though, I've been watching news coverage this morning because there's a lot happening down south for our friends there in Florida.
Yes. Hurricane Ian is definitely getting ready to touch land in Florida. So let's send it over to Randy. Randy, what's the update?
Almost a Category 5, and we kind of, you can see the eye of the storm. There's Cape Coral right now. It is west of Cape Coral, west of Fort Myers. The eye is about 35 miles wide. We'll put it into motion, and it is heading to the northeast. Should make landfall, near Fort Myers here sometime later this afternoon. The latest on the hurricane, Category 4, almost a Category 5 storm. And again, that's a big eye right there spinning around. It is heading to the northeast about 10 miles an hour. Here's the latest thinking. Again, Category 4 hurricane. Should make landfall perhaps near Fort Myers later this afternoon. Then once it does move on shore, it will start the weekend, perhaps move back out across the western Atlantic, and then move inland again over parts of Georgia and South Carolina. So got a number of warnings out, of course. There's a hurricane warning from just north of Tampa. That goes all the way down to west of the Everglades here in southern Florida. Hurricane warning and some watches here kind of surrounding that. Moisture from Ian will not affect us. It's going to stay to the east and south of us here. We're talking about a great weekend. We'll have more weather coming up later on. And again, Ian should make landfall near Fort Myers sometime during this afternoon. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks for that,
Randy. Thank you. And a lot of people, already taking heed, taking warning, evacuations in process. So hopefully everybody's able to stay safe and
on a
okay.
good note, we're sending some folks from here in Indiana that are volunteering down there to help with the efforts to help people recover. So
very nice, very nice. Yeah. Well, today's question of the day is sort of part of a segment that we're having with Kayla Sullivan, brought to you by Kitchen Saver Custom Cabinet Renewal, because she's talking, Randall, about carrying groceries inside and how many trips you take. So we thought, okay, let's do our own sort of grocery question. So we want to know, when you guys go grocery shopping, which aisle do you start with first? Like your grocery shopping strategy, do you have a method?
Absolutely not. I don't have a method. I just walk in and like, what do I need off the top of my head?
Well, do you make a list? Because Chris says they start with produce. It's right in front of the door at the stores where they shop.
Okay, so first thing you see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
But some people bypass that, and they're like, no. I'm not doing produce first.
Karina says, I start at the back of the store and work my way up, usually healthcare, dog food / treats, and then family food.
Yeah.
Okay, dogs first in that house.
Okay, and then Susan says any non-perishable items first, then produce, to refrigerated, and lastly frozen food.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I will say I do start in the back. I'll go usually to the meat.
You'll go to the back. Okay, the meat section.
There is a method to my madness.
Do you make a list of stuff that you need and take that with you?
Define the list.
Well, do you I need this, I need this.
Chips. Soda. And then after that, it's slow.
So, I think another question, maybe we could do this tomorrow, but all about, I was talking to George earlier about meal prepping. Some people have a complete routine. Mondays we do this. Tuesdays it's tacos. Wednesdays it's spaghetti. They have everything lined up that Sunday. They do a big shopping trip for the week, and then they're all set. I do not do that.
Yeah, I'm a as it comes kind of guy.
Yeah, me too.
What do I want to eat today?
Yeah.
Let's go get that one thing from the store.
What sounds good? What feels good, right? So it's interesting. Keep chiming in on that. Maybe we'll read some more of those coming up here in just a little bit. It's funny though, because George, he's partial to Aldi. So he doesn't. He
He's the
doesn't have.
spokesman.
He is the spokesman.
Let me get over there and see what George is up to.
George, you don't have to worry about that at Aldi, do you? It's just they take you where you need to go.
There's one downfall at Aldi, though, folks. They do not sell Cardinal Spirits vodka, so which is a great disappointment.